All right, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is Stella.
And I'm Hayley.
And today we're going to be reacting to Before Sunset. This is the second film in the Before trilogy, which we just started last week. We've got Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. So we're halfway through. And I'll be totally honest, we're like at the point, everything I knew about this series, which was not a lot, I knew about only the first movie. So from here on out, I'm like going in completely blind. I literally don't even know what the premise is. I'm assuming it's that they like meet back up because it's Jesse and Celine. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming like they promised to meet back up in 6 months. So I'm assuming it's like the continuation of that story. But it is also, this movie came out several years later. So
yeah, maybe that 6 months thing
there's
didn't
some
really
unanswered questions. Yeah. But if I learned anything from the last movie, it's that these are just like to be experienced. You know, you're just like a fly in the wall. So I'd rather just get into it. As always, full-length reaction will be up on our Patreon, along with early access to next week's reaction, Before Midnight. Please go check that out. As always, thank you guys for being here, joining us, and watching. And if you're new, please stick around. We'd love to have you. With that out of the way, let's just get into Before Sunset.
Soon we'll be apart. Is this Paris? I think that's Notre Dame.
Yeah. I saw some French words strewn about.
You promised to stay in touch when
I don't know how to describe it, but whatever this exact level of camera quality is, like this specific look, I love it. It just like, it's how my memories look. My memories look like that. And I'm sure I need a camera person in my life to be like, it's this, that, this, and that, so that I can take nice pictures.
Shakespeare.
Do you consider the book to be autobiographical?
Oh,
Isn't everything autobiographical?
he wrote a book?
We all see the world through our...
But did he write the book about her?
Maybe.
I thought if I could write a book that could capture what it's like to really meet somebody.
It is about her.
It's ever happened to me, right? Is to really meet somebody, make that connection.
Mean
If
that
I could,
they didn't meet back up?
I kind of think it does.
that would be the attempt.
I kind of saw it coming. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not shocked.
Did I answer your question?
If you don't have a lot of money, it's hard to go back to Europe in 6 months.
Were there ever a French young woman on a train you met and
She's like,
spent
give
anything
me
with?"
receipts.
Who is she?
Give me names.
That's not important, you know?
So that's a yes.
Think they get back together in 6 months.
It's a good test, right? If you're a romantic or a cynic. You think they get back together, right? You don't, for sure.
No.
And do you think they get back together? I mean, did you in real life?
They want the tea. They want the drama.
To answer
I
that
don't blame him.
would take the piss out of the whole thing.
Oh, no.
I also don't blame him for not wanting to reveal his like secrets,
Yeah.
though.
What is your next book?
I don't know, man.
Are they meet up again? And he's like, I know what my next book is.
Sequel time.
I wanted to write a book that all took place within the space of a pop song. This guy, right? He's totally depressed.
Stop.
Oh no.
He's got a good job and a beautiful wife, right? But everything that he needs. But
Did he get married? There's a ring on that finger. There's a ring on that finger, girl.
Haley, doing.
Yours.
Right?
Oh
my God.
I didn't notice. Wait, because he like,
Getting there in just that second.
I don't know. He was
His
kind of
little 5-year-old.
Oh, and he is a kid too. He's definitely talking about himself. Like,
She's dancing to this pop song, and all of a sudden, he's 16. He's there in both moments simultaneously, and just like for.
And it's obvious to him that time is a lie.
wait.
Oh, that was such a jarring like camera angle shift.
Anyway, that's kind of the idea. Anyway.
She came to see him.
All very much for coming over this afternoon. And a special thanks to Mr. Wallace for being with us.
How long has it been?
Yeah. How much longer before I have to go to the airport?
Oh, you should leave at 7:30. 7.
Sunset. They only have today.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm great. I'm
How many years has it been?
coffee.
Do you need to say you have a plane to catch?
Yeah. But I mean, I have a little time.
I guess I'd say in the realm of like 5 to 8. I would say, I don't think less. I don't know, maybe.
Well, he says he's a
I don't think
5-year-old.
less than 5.
He's a 5-year-old daughter.
I can't believe you're here.
Well, I live here in Paris. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
So you want to go to a cafe?
Yeah. I mean, how'd you even know I was gonna be here?
Well, it's my favorite bookstore in Paris.
What are the odds?
I saw your picture on the calendar about a month ago.
Yeah.
And that you were going to be here. Because I read an article on your book. And it sounded vaguely familiar. Did you show up in Vienna that December?
Did you?
No, I...
She didn't.
Did you? I need to know it.
Why, if you didn't?
Uh-oh.
Did you?
Did he? Is that a lie?
I don't think that's true.
Thank God you
my
didn't.
God.
I mean, thank God I didn't and you didn't. I mean, one of us had showed up there alone.
I
Then
know.
that would've-
Of course.
Oh, no.
You know, my grandma died a few days before and she was buried that day, December 16th.
She
that
died,
day.
the one in Budapest?
Oh.
And of course, I had to go to the funeral with my parents.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
You weren't there anyway. Wait. Why weren't you there? Oh, no.
He was there.
No, you were there. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Have you been hating me all this time? You have.
No.
Yes,
no.
you have. All right?
I know.
I mean,
I
my
don't
grandma-
hate you. All right, come on.
Your grandma died.
I flew all the way over there. You blew the thing off, and my life's been a big nosedive since then.
Oh, my gosh. The drama.
I really wanted to be there more than anything in the world. I swear.
honestly,
I mean, you
I
can't be
swear.
angry now. My grandma.
He's not, girl.
I was definitely bummed, but mostly I was just mad we hadn't exchanged any phone numbers or anything.
Yeah, seriously.
How long were you in Vienna then?
Just a couple days.
Do you meet another girl?
Yeah. Her name was Gretchen. The book's really a composite of the two of you.
No, it's not. Celine, you're the only one. Come on.
I walked around for a couple days. Eventually, I flew home. I owed my dad $2,000.
Your book is a bestseller in the U.S.
Yeah, it's a
You-
tiny bestseller.
You know, there were times where you made me a... Well,
What?
I mean, her, right? A little bit neurotic.
But you are a little bit like that, aren't you?
You think I'm neurotic?
I swear, it's like all this time has never even passed. They're just like right back to where they were.
Tell me, what are you doing, you know? What are you up to?
I work for Green Cross. We work on different environment issues from clean water to disarmament of
Right.
chemical weapons.
She's out here changing the world.
So you want to sit over there?
Yeah, this is perfect.
So what are your problems?
Right now, I don't have any. I don't.
So how long have you been in Paris?
I got in last night. I've done 10 cities in 12 days. I mean, I wish they had places like this in the U.S.
Yeah, I missed cafes when I was living over there. I mean,
She lived there?
Yes, from 96 to 99. I was studying at NYU.
He lived.
I've been living in New York since '98. You know, we were there at the same.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of things I miss about the US. Parisians can be so grumpy, have you noticed?
No, everybody seems
No.
pretty happy to me.
Well, you've only been there for one night.
I just mean Frenchmen, they drive me nuts. I've had really bad luck with them or
Why?
something.
What do you mean?
I guess they're not as
What?
horny.
What?
As a teenager, I went to Warsaw when it was still a strict communist regime, which I don't approve of at all, but...
Yeah, sure you know.
No, I do.
This one is so political.
He just says stuff, yeah.
After a while, my brain seemed clearer. But it took me a while to figure out why I felt, so different. That I had spent the last 2 weeks away from most of my habits.
Can you believe it was 9 years ago that we were walking around?
9 years.
Do I look any different? I do.
I mean, it's been 9 years.
I'd have to see you naked.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No, you're skinnier, I think. A little thinner.
Did you think I was fat before?
Guys, what is going on?
Girl.
That's insane. She was so skinny in that first movie.
Honestly, all right, you look beautiful. Do I look any different?
Everyone looks different after 9
2004's
years.
beauty standards were tough too, though. 2004, this is like the worst beauty standards for us.
Time goes faster and faster. Apparently it's because we don't renew our synapses after 20, so it's pretty much downhill from then on. Oh well.
Ugh, scary.
The people that are the most giving, hardworking, usually don't have the ego and ambition to be a leader.
And desire's the fuel of life. If we never wanted anything, we'd never be unhappy.
Their conversations are always so philosophical.
Yeah, that
They've seen each other in 9 years,
healthy to
and this is what
desire,
they're
right?
talking about.
Yeah.
But that's real. There are people like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's an inexplicable spark to conversations like these.
Life's hard. It's supposed to be. If we didn't suffer, we wouldn't learn a thing, you know?
I mean, Kinda?
I just love to see a little bit more of Paris. Would you walk around with
Yeah,
me a
let's
little
do
bit?
that. It's sales day today.
What's that?
It's when everything is on sale in Paris.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like fun.
Oh my gosh. I need to go to Paris on
Quite the
sales day.
Let's just go this garden path.
All right.
It's really nice. You know, sometimes I don't even need to buy anything. I just get high on trying on and look.
That is such a mood.
Girl, same.
You don't have to spend
All of
any
us.
money,
We're all there.
but it's so fun.
Really? Are you ever in
Window shopping.
no.
When I was a
Guys,
kid,
you
I
wanna
would just
come in
get like open catalogs and circle the pictures and be like this, and then that thing, and then this thing.
sex anywhere?
But that's a joke, right?
No, we didn't.
Wait,
I mean, that was the whole thing.
No, of course we did.
I thought
I'm finding this very scary that you don't remember what happened.
I didn't write an entire book, but I kept a journal, okay? And I wrote the whole.
did you drink too much wine?
I even remember what brand of condom we used, okay?
That's disgusting. I don't want to hear it.
Disgusting.
What?
I'm sorry. I think you're. I mean, you're right. Okay. Sometimes I put things in drawers inside my head and forget about it.
I remember that night better than I do entire years.
Too.
Really?
Okay,
Well,
yeah. Clearly
Maybe
you don't.
different parts of that night.
I've been a little down this week. I don't
Why?
know. Reading your book, maybe. Thinking of how hopeful I was that summer and fall, and since then it's been kind of.
They really met each other once, and then everything else was downhill from there. Like,
Change the trajectory of your life.
yeah.
Made me realize I haven't changed much at all.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does. But it's like nothing much that happens to us changes our disposition.
I don't know about that. I think I'm a very different person than I was, like, 10 years ago.
So you now be forever depressed no matter what great things happen in my life?
Definitely.
Great.
No, come on.
Great.
Cool.
But sometimes I worry that I'll get to the end of my life feeling I haven't done all I wanted to do.
Well, what do you want to do?
Too many things.
Yeah.
I want to write more songs. There's so many things I want to do, and I end up doing not much.
That's relatable.
Yeah, girl.
I don't want to be one of those people that don't believe in any kind of magic, you know.
So then astrology.
Yes, of course.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
There's an Einstein quote I really, really like. If you don't believe in any kind of magic or mystery, you're basically as good as dead. If we were both going to die tonight, would we talk about your book, the environment, or...
I would still want to talk. I just want to do it from a hotel room, you know?
There's like one train mind.
Yeah, literally.
My point was, you know, to truly communicate with people is very hard to do.
No, I know.
I'm like waiting for her to look at his left hand.
I know, and be like, you have a wife?
But why not?
We don't
this
even know. We
example,
don't.
this
We don't.
friend
He
of
hasn't
mine,
explained
she was
anything. Like they
talking
haven't
about
talked about it in the
she
movie at
and
all
her
yet.
boyfriend.
He doesn't really seem all that happy, though. Even at the beginning when he was talking about it, he was like,
Anyway, this friend of mine, she was telling me that next time she's going to make a little questionnaire about what they like and dislike.
Here's the boyfriend test.
For example, if the
Like what?
question is, are you into S&M?
Or like, what, do you like talking dirty?
What specific word would you like to hear, you
Right.
know? Like,
What, me?
well, yeah.
They keep towing the line, and it's not even subtle at all.
I love it.
I'm so surprised. It's so shocking.
It's amazing what perverts we've become in the past 9.
I was good.
What kind of songs do you write? I didn't know you did
What
that.
kind? People, relationships, once about my cat.
Sing.
She's a cat.
I don't have a guitar.
Oh, I mean, come on.
No,
acapella.
no, I'm not singing a song without a guitar. You're nuts.
She write a song about him.
So you're flying back to New York?
Yeah.
So I read in that article that you're married with a kid.
She already knows.
He's 4.
What's his name?
Henry. Do you have kids?
Yes, 2. I left them in the car with the windows up. It was 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
I want to have kids someday. I'm just not ready yet. Yeah, I'm in a good relationship though.
Oh, yeah? What's he do?
He's a photojournalist. Well, he's away a lot, which you know.
Y'all are way too comfortable.
Way too
flirting with one
flirty.
another for two people in supposedly committed relationships.
Yeah.
He goes in this trance when he starts to photograph something. And we passed a bum that was lying down. He looked like he needed help, but his first reaction was to photograph him. Fixing his color to make it look better. He was like,
Ooh, that's some like Nightcrawler level stuff. We don't like that. Do not play around with your subjects as like a photojournalist.
Let's get on that boat. Come on.
no,
Let's get on this boat.
time. We gotta go.
about to take off. Look.
It's so interesting. I feel like they kind of switched roles in this movie. Like he seems a tiny bit more adventurous, whereas like she was last time. You know, and he was very skeptical, but seems to be more like open-minded now. Because I think he's trying to like recapture his youth a little bit.
Okay. Thank you. So you're in love with that guy?
What guy?
What guy?
Do you have that cell phone?
Oh, yeah. To pick you up at Quai Henri IV.
Oh, shit. K.
French is so hard to say.
When the Germans were occupying Paris, they wired Notre Dame to blow. They had to leave one guy in charge of hitting the switch. He couldn't do it. You know, he just sat there knocked out by how beautiful the place was.
I was like, is that real?
I think that book that I wrote in a way was like building something so that I wouldn't forget the details of the time that we spent together.
Yeah, I was never able to forget anyone I've been with. Each relationship, when it ends, really damages me.
Are we in therapy, honey?
I know.
'Cause it sounds like we got a lot.
A lot going on. She did say the last time she went to a therapist,
When
they
I was
were
a
like,
little
we're
girl,
gonna
my
need to
mom
call a
told me
cop.
that I was always late.
Because she detailed how she would kill an ex-boyfriend.
I think it's the same with people. I see in them little details. Like I remember the way you bid as a bit of red in it. I remembered that and I missed it.
You want to know why I wrote that stupid book? I wrote it in a way to try to find you. What do you think the chances were of us ever meeting again?
I'd say almost zero.
Yet here we are.
Why weren't you there in Vienna?
I told you why.
Well, I know why.
I think,
I wish you would have been. Our lives might have been so much different.
yeah, he's
He's
this
hung
is so
up.
painful to watch, actually.
Maybe not. Maybe we would have
kind of
hated
like-
each other
I
eventually.
appreciate how real
Oh,
it
what,
is
like we
that
hate
it's
each other
showing that
now?
there's like, as you do get older, the stakes get higher.
Yeah.
Like you're already in relationships. You can't just fall in love wherever you go. Like you have people who are counting on you.
Oh, God, why didn't we exchange phone numbers and stuff? Why didn't we do that?
Yeah, why didn't you?
Yeah, come on, guys.
But like I can feel the regret,
Yeah.
you know? And that sucks.
I mean, what if your grandmother had lived a week longer? You know, things might have been different. I believe that. In the months leading up to my wedding, okay, I was thinking about you all the time. I mean,
Oh, no. Then why did you marry her? Like,
right? Folding up an
Because there's
umbrella
this
and
pressure
walking
we
into a
put
deli
on
on the
ourselves
corner.
to like
No.
hit those check marks in our lives, and so people will get married without being ready all the time.
What is it like to be married? You haven't talked much about that.
We met, you know, when I was in college. We broke up and got back together.
Did he talk about her the last time?
And she was pregnant. So marriage.
What is she like?
he married her because she was pregnant? That's,
In the moment, I remember thinking that it didn't much matter the who of it all. I mean, that nobody's gonna be everything.
That's unhinged. Like, it doesn't matter who. Just gotta get married.
Yeah.
It is love, right? If it's not respect, trust, admiration, and I felt all those things.
But there are, you know, to be fair, there are a lot of people who I think use this thinking.
I feel like if somebody were to touch me, you know, I would dissolve into molecules.
I'm sorry to hear that. You're not that happy with your marriage. No, mind, she's a shrink and
how's she doing?
she's a mess. She was telling me that she's been dealing with a lot of couples that are breaking up for the same exact reason. The drive is here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And
Already?
Already?
Just give you a ride home, wherever you're going, huh?
So he knows where he's going?
yes,
Glad somebody does.
Is that why you're in a relationship with somebody who's never around?
and then he leaves and I miss him, but at least I'm not dying inside. When someone is always around me, I'm like suffocating.
Oh my goodness. These people have a lot of issues.
They do, but they're
Even
like,
being alone,
it's
it's
very
better
real
than
and like
sitting
I would
next
say
to a lover and
nuanced
feeling
issues. They're those like confusing issues.
Just had too many blah relationships. I was fine until I read your fucking book. It stirred shit up. Like, somehow this night took things away from me and you took them with you. It made me feel cold, like if love wasn't for me. Every single of my exes, then they're married. Men go out with me, we break up, and then they get married. And later,
Including him.
I think I'm one of those guys.
you know, I want to kill them. Why didn't they ask me to marry them? I would have said no, but at least they could have. The idea that we can only be complete with another person is evil, right?
Oh my goodness.
talk?
You know, I guess I've been.
She's going. You just gotta let her keep get it all out.
I've got to get away from you. Stop the car. I want to get out.
no,
it's
don't-
Dieu, arrêtez-vous.
Monsieur.
Non, c'est bon, au feu là.
No,
Juste
don't,
au feu, au point.
no.
Oh gosh.
I'm just so happy, all right, to be with you.
You come here to Paris, all romantic and married. Screw you.
You say all that, but you didn't even remember having sex.
Oh.
Of course I remembered. We had sex twice, you idiot.
I'm just happy to see you, even if you've become an angry, manic-depressive activist.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and I feel the same. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
She's just feeling a lot of things. It's okay.
I'm so miserable in my love life, in my relationship.
I think you're the one dying inside. My life is 24/7.
Yes, this is, time to compare. Time to compare.
Oh boy.
I don't love her the way she needs to be loved, but then I look at my little boy. I would suffer any torture to be with him for all the minutes.
Oh.
There's no joy or laughter in my home. You know, and I don't want him growing up in that.
Oh my gosh.
I have these dreams. I'm standing on a platform. You keep going by on a train. A dream, where you're pregnant, right on your ankle, and your skin is so soft that I wake.
Stop talking.
This is a lot.
And my wife is sitting there looking at me,
she's
and I feel like I'm a
emotionally
million
overwhelmed,
miles from her, and I know that there's something
Oh my gosh.
that that I can't keep living like this. That there's got to be something more to love. I might have given up on the whole idea of romantic love that day when you weren't there.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Why are you telling me all this?
Oh no. Yeah, why are you saying this?
I don't know. I should.
You just gotta get it off your chest.
I mean, when I read the article, I thought your life was perfect. Your personal life is more of a mess than mine.
So you're just relieved that I'm in even more deep shit than you are?
I'm incapable of having a good relationship or a family that I wish everyone to be doomed like me.
You ready? Okay.
How are we gonna end this one?
I don't know.
Like, how do we leave it off this time?
Yeah.
I want to see if you stay together or if you dissolve into molecules. Still here.
Good, I like being here. I'm gonna walk her to her door.
Il va me raccompagner?
This is where you live?
Yeah.
How long have
It's so beautiful.
Here's my kitty. Oh, so cute.
What's his name?
She.
Cute.
We're having a little party. It's so much fun.
C'est qui celui-là? Il est mignon? Il mange avec nous?
Non, il prend l'avion. Hein.
This is such a friendly little community.
Oh, it's so cute. Why can't I live here?
Would you play me one of your songs?
You're gonna miss your flight.
I won't.
Anything to just keep dragging it out.
Quickly, yeah.
Really. And you know what? I can't blame him.
Yeah. It's even less time.
Especially if it's gonna be another 10 years. Like, I don't think I'm ready for this, the third movie.
Would you like some tea?
Yeah, sure.
It looks exactly how you would think it would.
Yeah. It looks a little bit like
Messy? You think my apartment is messy?
a sitcom set. And I love that.
I have 3 songs in English. One's about my cat. There's one about little waltz.
A waltz? Yeah. Play the waltz.
Play the one about the cat, darn it.
No, they're not going to play the one about the cat.
Let me sing you a waltz about this one night stand.
I knew it was going to be about him.
But you were much more to me. I know what you meant for me. Want another try?
In my mind, she's just improvising this as she goes. She's just like, how do I get him to stay?
You meant for me much more than anyone.
Oh my gosh. If somebody sang this to me, I would swoon on the spot.
Is worth it. My heart will stay yours until I die.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Amazing job, Celine.
You just plug that name in for every guy that comes up here.
Oh, yes, of course. What do you think, that I wrote this song about you?
It totally is about you.
Is that your grandmother?
Yeah.
What did he select?
Did you ever see Nina Simone in concert? She would be right in the middle of a song and then start talking to someone in the audience. Oh yeah, baby. I love you too. You are gonna miss that plane.
I know.
What is he?
What does that mean? Wait. No.
Oh,
Is that the end?
Interesting.
No. Whoa.
We have a lot to think about before next time.
Whoa. How is it even more ambiguous? Like, this ending is even more ambiguous than the last one?
Oh, totally. Well, okay, except now, I will say it's ambiguous, except it's kind of not, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the same thing again. That's my 2 cents. I think it'll be at least another, 5 to 10 years.
And then see each other again.
Somewhere in Europe, somewhere beautiful, maybe.
Maybe they'll be like meet in New York, because we did
maybe I was
Vienna,
just saying we
Paris,
forego Europe,
and then,
but I was gonna say we could. There's just so many nice cities that we've been in Vienna, we've been in Paris, just so many places. But I think that's what I'm guessing. But now I'm stressed.
I know, I can't believe they just ended it like that. Oh.
I felt like they resolved most of their stuff. You know what I mean? In terms of like talking about that they're both unhappy in their relationships, and it seems like the obvious choice, like the right choice for both of them, is to kind of take control of their lives again and go after what they want rather, it's hard. Like once you're in your life, it's very hard to uproot it and feel like you're going backwards. And especially like we have all these like things that we feel like we're supposed to check off our to-do list. And it's like, you got to get this job with this salary. And then once you have that salary, then you can start thinking about marriage.
And then kids.
Once you're married, you have a few years, and then you got to start thinking about kids, because why did you get married? Like there are all these things that we feel like we're supposed to do that are completely constructed, that we've completely made up. And so it feels like in this one, they get a pretty good grasp on that. But the fact that there's a third movie means no, they don't.
Oh,
they must, somewhere along the way, something goes wrong.
Did he still get on that plane and never come back?
I just don't know at this point. Like, how do they... Well, because here's the thing, and I'm not going to be like... Not to be like crazy romantic either. Just because they met one another again does not mean he should like leave his wife for her.
Yeah.
It's just clear that they're unhappy.
Yeah.
And so... I could also see making the mistake of like them getting together immediately after this re-meeting, and then like the third movie being like, trouble in paradise, because let's face it,
they've only spent 2 days together, actually.
They've only spent 2 days together, and they have beautiful chemistry. But, like, chemistry is not everything, and there's so much more to knowing someone and living with someone. And they, like you said, like, we were both watching this, I think, kind of in the same boat of, like, wow, these are people who really need to, like, talk to a therapist or, like, a good friend, good role model. Because it's just, like, very clearly a lot of midlife depression, a lot of identity issues, and, like, those are normal, but while you're dealing with depression and identity issues, it's not always great to get into a relationship or, like, completely change your love life.
Sure.
Sometimes that's, like, the best time to be like, okay, love life is not even...
That's on pause.
...a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on pause because I have to, like, meet myself again for the first time. And it's so... I would say either I think the same thing will happen and they'll separate again for a couple of 8 years, or, and this is what I'm personally more worried about, I'm actually more worried that they end up together after this, and then we have to watch the fallout
aftermath
of that.
Oh no.
The aftermath, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
There are some movies, I think we've seen some movies that are like that are just detailing like the struggles of relationships and of marriages, and like Blue Valentine is one of those movies that I've seen that I will don't think I'll ever watch again because it's just really depressing. And I'm scared.
Valid. Absolutely 100%. I agree.
So if you guys look for next week's reaction, it's a totally different movie. Just know that I chickened out. I was like, I don't want to do it. But no, we'll see. We'll brave it out for you guys. And I want them to be happy. I'm also, I think it's going to break my heart seeing them, like, continue to age.
Yeah, that's...
Watching people age is very, like, unsettling and emotional for me.
Yeah, it's definitely really scary. I mean, I'm not as old as they are in this movie. But, it's, as you get older... and 30 starts getting closer, it gets a little scary. Like, just thinking about life. And even though, like, I personally have always been like, I'm not gonna live my life by any kind of checkpoints that people think I should hit, it's still scary, even when you know that's not what you want, or you know you're not on anyone's timeline but your own. It's scary to like open up Instagram and every day someone's engaged, someone has a baby, somebody's this. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, what, am I doing something wrong? And I know that I'm not.
Yeah.
I know I'm living my life for me, but it's still like, whoa, everyone else is really out there living life for real.
Yeah. It's just that desire for purpose too, though, which is so stressful. And we put a lot of purpose. We assign a lot of purpose to the things that we love and the people we love. And so, you know, it's one of those things. It makes sense that this has become the norm for us to like find somebody that you want to spend your life with. The issue is that the emphasis, if the emphasis is constantly on finding someone else and, you know, raising a child, if the emphasis is on everybody else and your relationship to everyone else in your life rather than your relationship to yourself, you end up feeling, I would say, the way that they do, which is very lost and just discontented and yeah. So communicate with others and be honest about the things that you want and the things that you like, and remember that I'm trying to like think of a really cute way to end this. The world could be a better place.
It's true. Yeah.
But it is, it's everybody is going through these decades one at a time. And your 20s are hard, and then your 30s are hard, and then your 40s are hard, and then your 50s are hard. And, you know, if people in our comments, they're constantly telling us, they're like, you young folk don't even like understand. We get it. Like, every decade is hard, but I do think there's something to be said for films like this that do kind of show just people being people. And I don't know. I think this is also, I'd like to think that this kind of story is being told more and more nowadays, which I think is cool. All right. As always, full-length reaction will be up on our Patreon along with early access to next week's reaction before midnight. So please go check that out. Thank you guys so much for being here, joining us, and watching. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And if you do stick around, we'll see you guys in the next reaction.